But like my plastic surgeon always said, if you gotta go with a smile. Hey there everybody, welcome to another Shanie Entertainie. Today guys, you're in for a treat. I'm doing another top quotes with impressions. That's right, this is where I take a movie or a series of movies, which is highly quotable, and I take the top 6 quotes of that movie while doing impressions, and I act them for you guys. So hopefully you guys will have a little fun with this. This is going to be my second one, and today guys, I'm not dressed like this just for nothing guys. No, I'm doing the most iconic Batman movie, and that's Batman '89. Now I know a lot of people are going to be like, what are you talking about? Dark Knight is the most iconic movie. No, the Batman '89 changed the game, guys. You have to understand. There would be no Dark Knight if there was no Batman '89, right? Batman '89, iconic Batmobile. For me, anyway, this is the most iconic Batmobile. What I mean by it changed the game was like, it took superhero movies to a different level. Now, we had superhero movies before that, which was Superman, but Superman had fizzled out already, mid-80s, around that time. And we hadn't seen a superhero movie for a long time, and I think most of us just thought they were dead. It was a dead genre. Until Tim Burton revived it with Batman '89, and this guy's, who didn't live for that time, it was almost like the Star Wars of its year. See, I can remember 1989, I lined up 4 times to watch this movie. 4 times in the theater, like, I'm talking lineups around the block to go watch this movie. This is how iconic this movie was when it came out. You know, it was something we hadn't seen in a long time. And in the series of movies that had come out, like, yes, I mean, we shall not name the Joel Schumacher movies. This was something that at the time afterwards became really something that the actors wanted to be part of. Like, major actors like Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton, and Kim Basinger got top billing for 1989 Batman. But then afterwards, it was every top actor wanted to be part of it, right? You had Schwarzenegger, you had Jim Carrey, and these were top names at the time. You had Clooney, you had Val Kilmer, and these were the top billed names at the time who wanted to do these movies. This was a phenomenon that every major actor at the time wanted to be part of. So that's why this movie holds a special place. Which, if you look at it now, it's probably outdated. However, one thing that this movie you can't take away from this movie was its iconic lines. And that's the one thing that for years afterwards, television shows and other movies were parodying lines from this movie. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's get to it, right? So we're going to do the top 6 quotable moments from Batman '89. Alright guys, so we're going to start with number 6, because that's how I do things here. We're going to start with a very iconic moment, which is the creation of Joker. Now this moment was used in multiple television shows, and once you see it, you guys will know what I'm talking about. This is the infamous mirror laugh scene. Alright guys, so here we go, number 6. So in this scene, just to set things up, Jack Napier is a crime boss. He throws into a vat of some form of acid, and the next thing you see him, he's at some plastic surgeon's office in some seedy area underground, and he's got a face filled with bandages. So you only see like the silhouette from him from behind, and the doctor you see in full light. And you just see he's impatient, and he wants to see what he looks like, so he just starts tearing off his bandages frantically. So here we go. This is the scene. Mirror. My God. Mirror. You understand that the nerves were completely severed, Mr. Napier. You see what I have to work with here. Alright guys, that's the end of the scene. It's not so much of a quote, but a really important moment in that Batman movie. That scene was used multiple different movies and shows for years. So that's my number 6. Now for number 5. Right guys, the next scene is one of my favorite scenes in the movie. This is a scene where Bruce Wayne and Joker meet each other for the first time, although they don't know who each other are yet. Well, Bruce Wayne knows who Joker is, but Joker doesn't know who Bruce Wayne is. They meet for the first time inside of Vicky Vale's apartment in a quite awkward kind of moment, which I love. And this is where Bruce Wayne kind of finds himself cornered with Joker and his men kind of storming in on them after I think they had a savoir-faire. He breaks in to find the girl that he loves, which is Vicky Vale. He finds him with another man. Joker gets all upset and he's got his goons all around him. And really Batman without his costume can't do very much. So now just sort of to distract from what's going on, he tries to make a big scene, take the attention away from Vicky Vale onto him. He also kind of slipped a tray underneath his shirt at some point. So like to kind of focus on him and to direct him where to shoot him. So this is where this speech started from. This is the number 5 quote, in which I'm calling, wanna get nuts? Let me tell you about this guy I know, Jack. Mean kid, bad seed, hurt people. I like him already. You know what the problem was? He got sloppy, you know, crazy. Started to lose it. Had a head full of bad wiring, I guess. I don't know. Couldn't keep it straight. Up here. Was the kind of guy who couldn't hear the train until it was 2 feet from him. You know what happened in the sky, Jack? Made mistakes. He ended up with his lights out. Now you wanna get nuts? Come on! Let's get nuts! Right guys, now this brings me to my number 4 quote, which we're gonna go right away. Because right after the Joker responds with another iconic line, and that's, tell me something, my friend. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? What? I always ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it. Never rub another man's rhubarb. Took me a while to figure out what a rhubarb was. I was young.
Mommy, what's a rhubarb?
I think it's some form of vegetable. I don't know. Put in the comments if you know what a rhubarb is. All I know is you're not supposed to rub another man's rhubarb, because then a genie will come out. Anyway guys, that was number 4 and 5, right? Which brings me now to number 3. Number 3 is a fun one because a parade is happening and a Joker has the whole city under siege. He put some chemicals in people's makeups and hairsprays and stuff to make them all smile. Because he wanted everyone to look like him. Because he's insane, and that's what he did. And he decided that he wanted to be a giving man. He wanted to give back to Gotham. So he decided on this plan. He didn't get enough people, right? He wanted to make sure that he gassed up everybody. Because not everyone wore makeup, so he decided to get all the rest of Gotham. So he made a parade where he was going to give away a lot of money to people. And you know, people, they can't resist the temptation of money. And so he threw out a parade for Gotham to show what a loving, kind, homicidal maniac he is. And with his big balloons he had filled with gas, his plan was to get everybody at the parade and then gas them all up so that they can have this wonderful smile. And then he gives this speech right before that happens. This speech will be number 3 on my list. So he's tossing money all around and then he grabs the microphone. This is where it starts. Well folks, it's time for Who Do You Trust? Hubba hubba hubba, money money money, who do you trust? Me? I'm giving away free money. And where is the Batman? He's at home, washing his tights. This is at the time when you start hearing the Batwing fly above. The iconic Batwing, my favorite Batwing. I actually had the toy of it back in the day. And then right before that, Joker says, a winged bat flies through the night and finds me ready. Bob Mask. So now he's ready to do it. He sees Batman's here and Joker's now ready to go along with his plan because he wanted him to witness it. He pulls out his giant remote control and says, and now comes the part where I relieve you, the little people, of the burden of your failed and useless lives. But like my plastic surgeon always said, if you gotta go, go with a smile. Now that was iconic, that whole line. Another one that people, I think, for a long time, you know, used to say, if you're gonna go, go with a smile. I love that line. Alright guys, that brings us to number 2 on the list. And this is almost like the finale here in the movie. And this is where you got Joker and Batman at the top of the bell tower, the church bell tower, and they're duking it out in his whole stiff neck fight scene where, because his rubber suit, he can't turn, he's all punching like this, dodging like this. Because the suit, there was no turning of the neck. But it was fine. It was okay for the time. The suit looked rad and I don't give a shit about how it moved at that time. So, the final duke out, when they were beating each other up. And this is where they revealed each other's secrets. Alright, so here we start. Batman beating the crap out of Joker, grabs him like this, he's ready to kill him. And then Joker reveals why he hates Batman. You idiot! You made me! Remember? You dropped me into that vat of chemicals. That wasn't easy to get over. And don't think that I didn't try. I know you did. Bah! And he gives him a punch, doesn't care. He gives him a punch anyway. And then he proceeds to wail on him a little longer. And then it comes down to this. Then Batman, in turn, once he softens him all up, bloodies him up good, proceeds to tell the Joker his dirty little secret. You killed my parents. He's all bloodied up. He's like, what are you talking about? I made you. You made me first. Hey, bad brain. I was a kid when I killed your parents. I mean, you say you made you, you're gonna say you made me. I mean, how childish. Wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you? And he would. Because he did. And that's that scene right there. And then he punches him right over the side, and there's that whole drama there. So, there was a good moment in that movie, and that was the second most memorable quote for me in that movie. Before we're going to do the number one quote, I'm going to give you a couple of honorable mentions that I think are good and should be on the list, but I just didn't feel like putting them. Well, they're going to be honorable mentions. So just a couple of honorable mentions before I get to the number one. I'm not going to do a lot of explanation on these. A lot of them are pretty popular, like, where does he get those wonderful toys? And my favorite one, which is not on the list, but one of my favorite ones which I use often, and that's, this town needs an enema. I love that saying. I used to say that all the time. But I say it in reference to other things, like, Hollywood needs an enema. That's the town that I'm thinking of when he says it. Hell, the whole world needs an enema. Big old wet enema. For you guys who don't know what an enema is, I'd suggest Google it. It's your friend. Anyway guys, so, for my number one, top most memorable quote. For me, it's actually the most memorable quote of all the Batman movies. Because I think this was like the one that we sort of, the Lego Batman movies kind of picked on, and people have been saying it like time and time again. It kind of became synonymous with Batman movies. Actually synonymous with Batman himself. And that's scene on the roof right in the beginning. Oh, we're jumping to the beginning here. Where Batman pulls one of the robbers, beaten up on the roof, pulls him in till he's close, and then the robber says, "What are you?" "I'm Batman." That's the number one quote, guys. It has to be that. I'm Batman. And now many times that quote been used in many different movies, Batman movies. I mean, the YouTube channel How It Should Have Ended makes a living off of that quote. I'm Batman, because I'm Batman. Right? How many times? I'm Batman. So guys, that's the number one quote from that movie. So those guys, those are my number one quotes of Batman. 1989, for me, one of the best Batmans of all time. Most definitely one of the most influential superhero movies of all time. I mean, even the score. Danny Elfman, if you're listening, I'm for hire. I mean, the score was great because before that score came out, the only thing we knew about Batman was na 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 Batman. Right? How many times did we sing that song or that other song about Batman? You know, Christmas song, right? Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. I wonder if I do it in Jack Nicholson. Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. Batmobile lost his wheel, and the Joker got away, which is my favorite part. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you there. This is my first video of the year, guys. I'd like to just thank you guys for watching my channel and for supporting me, and I had a lot of fun and I met a lot of really cool people doing this. I'm going to continue, guys. I'm going to continue this. This isn't my swan song. I'm not saying I'm done. I'm not. Far from it. So yeah, just to let you guys know that I really do appreciate your support. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring the notification bell. And oh, check out some of these other channels that I think are worth mentioning, guys. I've said to this guy many times. He's a friend of mine, Opinion. We do a lot of stuff together. He's really funny and really talented. Check him out. Check Entertainment Hacker. He's probably the hardest working guy in Japan, and that's saying something. But he's got all your Star Wars information up to date if you need some of that. Check out Ben from Fanatics of Film. That guy, you know, he's really knowledgeable about film. Check out his channel. You know, he does a lot of live streaming. He's really fun and intelligent guy. So check out his channel as well. All right, guys. So that's it for now. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm Shanie. See you later.